Nityanandam. This is Manitya Sarvamangalananda back again, and I welcome all of you to this video today. Today I'm going to talk about genesis of our identity. So what does it mean? The identity which we carry, we all know we identify with a certain personality. But if you drill down and look at the blueprint of what that is, it has like four major parts. One is what we call the inner image, what we think about ourselves. And this only we know, it is what we think is the truth, and we may or may not share with others. Mostly it will not be shown. But what we project to others, the outer identity, you may not want to show a lot of things that you think you do not like to tell others about to others. You may mask your low self-confidence, or you may mask various things in our personality that we think we are not good at something, we are bad, it's actually bad at something. So there is an image we project out to the world, how we want the world to see us. So that is called the outer image. Now there is another thing which we call others image, what we want others to think of us. So the ideas and the cognition that we carry and the way we function, so how others perceive us, is the others image. And the last is called the world image. So what we think the world is, what we think life is, life image. For example, we may have good ideas that life is wonderful, that it is always a success for us. Someone with that kind of an ideas and cognitions will always be successful in their life. But if we have idea that life is not too good to me, it's a hit or a miss, but mostly it's a miss for me because I always have bad luck, things don't work out, somehow my fate is not good. So this is what they're telling life. This is what we call life image. This is what we're telling life, we think about life. So what is life going to do? It's going to keep blessing us with it. So we'll only be repeating that cycle of experience in our life. So if you look into drill down in some of the details of the images, we not only find a lot of clarity on what it is, how it is we are defining our life. See, when I said blueprint, it is a blueprint that we are designing for ourselves, for our lives, how we want ourselves to be, how we want to feel about ourselves, what kind of experiences we invite are defined by this. After all, we are the masters of our life. We manifest the life we want. We manifest the reality we want. So understanding this is very highly essential. Understanding the details, understanding how it got formed and how to clear it, how to redefine it. So we can rewrite our lives, redesign the life the way we want. Manifest a new reality for ourselves, a new personality maybe, completely a different personality, to a different way of life, different experiences of life. When Swamiji says, we are the God of our lives, we are the creators of our lives. So that means we are creating the reality we want. Everything that is happening around us, everything that we are experiencing, whether it's good or bad, it is what we wanted, what we manifested. We may not know, or we may not realize or actively or consciously understand how it's even possible. Why would anyone want to manifest failures, constant failures or poverty? But that is where that's a disconnect in our blueprint. What we want and what is happening are disconnected. So how do we go about correcting this? Where can we find a solution to all this? In a way that is a permanent solution, a way that is a successful solution for us. See, this genesis of identity and all the components and how to clear the blueprint and redesign it to what we want is what is taught in one of the major steps, the beginning steps. I won't say it's the step, but one of the beginning steps in Inner Awakening. the way we redesign the life, there are ways you can go to more and being more and more powerful in our lives, more and more successful, manifesting a lot more powers, extraordinary powers, which are taught throughout the program. But one of the first steps that is taught is understanding the genesis of our identity, understanding what we have now. So then we can go about projecting and designing it to what we want. So I'm sure all of us want to redesign something in our lives. Maybe it is a career, maybe it's relationship with co-workers, maybe it's a relationship in the family, or even the way we feel. Do you, when you drive or something, do you always have a nagging fear? Or when you're interacting with people, a lot of people have fear of public speaking. Some may have different fears, fear of some animals, fear of some creatures, and there may be a logical reason, there may not be a logical reason, but really there is no reality to it. When we experience an event, it happened at that moment. We do not have to carry the impression of it with the rest of our lives and suffer from it. But somehow we do, and most of us think it is normal. Now, how to change it? How to get rid of the impact it has made on our consciousness? So this is just a glimpse of things that are taught and what we can do to shift our lives, rewrite our lives in this unique program that designed by my guru Paramahamsa Nityananda, that is currently happening. It's actually today is the second day of the program. It is happening here this time in Bengaluru Adinam, and Swamiji himself is conducting the classes. So this is something you should not miss at all, because when Swamiji is conducting the classes, the whole experience, the whole effect, the whole impact is at a completely different dimension, completely different level. So this is one unique program that Swamiji himself personally designs and conducts day in and day out. And he spends so much time because the power of his presence heals so much, makes so many things happen for people. So if you have any questions regarding this, and if you want to know more details about these images, about the genesis of identity, feel free to message me or leave a comment here, and I look forward to answering your questions, and hopefully also see you at Inner Awakening. Thank you, Nityanandam.